Welcome to the Deep Dive. Our mission today is breaking down this staggering blueprint for a $100 trillion circular economy by the year 2050. We want to help you understand the future of global wealth and, sustainability.
Yeah, it's a massive shift we're talking about.
Right. So, okay, let's unpack this. How do we actually generate $100 trillion without, totally exhausting the planet?
Well, the sources make it clear that we do it by entirely abandoning our current linear model. The whole take, make, waste thing we do today.
Oh, right, the extraction part.
Exactly. To generate that kind of wealth moving forward, the blueprint shows we have to completely decouple economic growth from resource depletion. It's about preserving the physical value of materials indefinitely.
Indefinitely. But to physically do that, the research says we have to fundamentally alter the actual building blocks of our stuff.
We do, yeah.
So if we want to eliminate the messy, really energy-intensive nightmare that is modern recycling, how does that work? Imagine an old satellite in orbit, it dies, and it's basically just incredibly expensive space junk.
Right.
But the blueprint says a simple digital signal from Earth could trigger that satellite to literally disassemble itself. How does that happen?
What's fascinating here is a concept called intelligent metamaterials. The researchers say they possess programmable disintegration.
Programmable disintegration. So smart Lego bricks.
Basically, yeah. I mean, it operates almost like a programmed immune response. The material itself is embedded with these microstructures that hold together perfectly under normal conditions.
Okay.
But when you hit them with a specific radio frequency or a thermal trigger, they shatter along highly precise chemical faults. You get high purity components back instantly.
Wait, really?
Instantly. Yeah. No melting down, no sorting bins, just pure, ready-to-use raw materials.
Oh, wow. But wait, even if a satellite or a smartphone cleanly breaks down into these perfect little piles of metal, why would a major manufacturer actually risk using those secondary parts?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, it seems way safer and more predictable to just buy freshly mined aluminum, How do they actually trust the quality of a recycled satellite?
Yeah. And that exact trust issue is the core hurdle of our current economy. Economists call it information asymmetry.
Right.
But the solution proposed in the sources is a blockchain-powered Internet of Materials. Every single unit of matter gets a unique digital identity, which is essentially a material passport.
A material passport. So you mathematically can't lie about where a piece of metal came from.
Precisely, or how degraded it is. The blockchain provides cryptographic proof. It ties the exact chemical makeup and origin to that digital passport.
Oh, I see.
So when a manufacturer has that immutable data, the economic risk of using a recycled component just vanishes. It's totally verified.
Okay, so if blockchain means I can perfectly trust recycled satellite parts, then raw mining loses its premium. Here's where it gets really interesting.
Yeah.
Standard economics basically ignores physical limits, like the laws of thermodynamics. If we aren't valuing the raw extraction from the Earth anymore, how do economists actually price things in this 2050 model?
Well, they shift to thermodynamic economic models. The ultimate metric of value becomes something called exergy.
Exergy, so useful energy.
Basically, yeah. It's the useful energy available to do work. So imagine valuing a phone not by the weight of the rare earth metals inside it, but by the physical energy required to assemble and disassemble it.
Oh, wow.
You aren't paying for the materials, you're paying for the order of those materials.
So the real wealth concentrates in the people keeping the materials organized, like the maintenance, the reuse, the remanufacturing.
Exactly, what the sources call the inner loops.
The inner loops, meaning the outer loop, pulling new rocks out of the ground, becomes the least valuable part of the system.
The lowest value.
That completely changes our physical landscape. Instead of burying your old appliances at the edge of town, cities will literally have to mine their own garbage dumps.
Yeah, they call it urban mining.
Right. Your broken refrigerator becomes the exact ore used to build the next one. But how do we get a global population to actually adopt bidirectional city infrastructures like that?
Well, the blueprint leans heavily on AI-driven education platforms. The AI personalizes this massive industrial shift into actionable daily habits for you at home.
Okay, so teaching people day by day.
Exactly. And it establishes a new universal ethical imperative. Basically, the right to use a resource does not grant you the right to destroy it.
So what does this all mean? For you listening, it means the wealth of 2050 relies on the ingenious, infinite circulation of what we already have.
Right. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, this is far more than just waste management. It is humanity's ultimate economic upgrade.
It really is. Which brings us to a final provocative thought for you to chew on. The sources briefly mention these things called circular service agreements.
Oh, yeah. Those are wild.
Right. In this model, manufacturers actually retain ownership of the materials forever. So think about your own home. What happens to your sense of identity and consumerism when you no longer actually own your physical appliances, but merely subscribe to their function? We'll leave you to mull that over.